Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and it is that glorious time of the year once again. We have 4 weeks remaining in the competition, the games. Well, they're more tense than ever because within the next 4 weeks, 5 because I'm recording this Sunday night, just moments after the Doggies have thumped the Tigers, that we will crown the 2021 Premiers. And luckily enough, last year I didn't tip the Melbourne Storm pre-season, but I did tip him in my finals predictions. So therefore, whoever I tip today, just know that your team, if I do tip him, is pretty much guaranteed to win the competition. That being said, it's time to get straight into this. We're going to take it game by game, week by week. I could have waited till Tuesday and waited for the teams to come out for week 1, but I'm going to go into this as if each team was full strength, and if anything happens, well, that is the beauty of hindsight. I did a pretty good job with my top 8, though. I didn't get every team in the correct order, but I only missed out on one. I put the Raiders in over the Titans, and the Raiders decided a disappointing year. Anyway, we'll move on. No need to talk about my pre-season predictions because it's all about the finals. Who walks away with the trophy? But we'll start the first game Friday night at the sunny coast. The Storm taking on the Seagulls. These teams met mere 6 weeks ago. The Storm got up, and you know what? There has to be an upset in the first week. There always is, and I'm going to back my boys. I think Manly will be able to upset the Melbourne Storm at Sunshine Coast Stadium. I just think that both teams haven't been having the best form running into the first week of finals, but I'm getting mad. Canberra Raiders 2019 vibes. Manly showed that they could beat Melbourne. They just decided not to hold the footy that night at Suncorp. They're on the sunny coast. Melbourne have a great record there. Manly are also undefeated there. They've only played 1 game, but that's not the point. But I think it's going to be cracking, and I don't think Melbourne, look, against Parramatta, twice against Penrith, when they were in close games, they definitely showed that they missed Cameron Smith, and I think it's going to be a blinder. I think the Daly Cherry Evans field goal could be the only thing separating these two sides, and if it does go Golden Point, I'm going to back DCE every day of the week. The most field goals in Golden Point, the most field goals in NRL, and I think Manly with the freakish Tommy Turbo just frothing at the bit for that trophy, I think he gets the job done. That being said, I sort of given it away. I think the Roosters thump the Titans. I don't see much there. I think the Titans, look, they're unpredictable. They gave it to the Roosters earlier in the season when they nearly pulled off an incredible comeback, but I just think the Roosters too much class. Look, they're missing so much to even get to this position. The Roosters is incredible. It took Manly have to quite... Look, there was a scare there for a moment, but Manly did get the better of the Cowboys in the end, but I do think the Titans will be no match for the Roosters. The Roosters will advance to week 2, and I think the same with Parramatta and Newcastle. Newcastle just can't score points. It was a genius move from Brad Arthur to rest all his Parramatta players, not only get them fit for the first week of the finals, but they're going to be coming into this game high off the Melbourne Storm win. If they came out, played full strength, got smacked by Penrith, that would have really, really ruined them going into the first week of the finals, getting that big win over Melbourne just to get pumped by Penrith the next week. Instead, they're going to be coming in off that win over the Storm. And while, spoiler alert, I don't think Parra can go too deep, I definitely see them winning this game. And the Rabbitohs, if they had Latrell Mitchell, I could have given them a chance, but they just haven't proven they can beat the big sides this year. Penrith had everyone fit and healthy and looking good at the right time of year, and I think they get the job done over the Rabbitohs, sending them to the prelim final. So week 2, the heavyweights, the Melbourne Storm against the Sydney Roosters, and unfortunately, I just think the Roosters will miss out. They don't have the class to go with the Melbourne Storm. I just think Melbourne, look, they're never going to be knocked down in back-to-back finals. Melbourne do have a history of winning, but considering how much they do make the finals, they're actually not have a good strike rate of turning those top 4 appearances into a GF berth, but I still think they get over the Roosters. The Roosters are a bit of a bogey team for the Storm in finals, though, but I do think that the Melbourne Storm go to week 3 to the prelim. For the Rabbitohs against the Parramatta Eels, this is a case of the Rabbitohs knowing who they love to beat, and I don't think the Parramatta Eels can go with them. I think that Parra finally get a finals win for the first time since 2019, since they beat the Broncos in week 1, but I don't go see them going with the South Sydney Rabbitohs in week 2. Seeing the Rabbitohs to a 4th straight prelim where they will meet the Manly Seagulls, and I think Manly come in with a load of confidence with the week off and with no Latrell Mitchell. I think Manly advance to the GF. Manly going to the grand final off such a rough start. And I genuinely think this because, spoiler alert, well, you can wait and see it. So no spoiler alert for the moment. I think Manly will make the GF on the back of Tommy Turbo. Rabbitohs have proven that even with Latrell out, their defence is not as good. And Manly, you got to imagine what they would have been like if they had Tom the first 4 rounds. Their attack is probably just as good, if not better than the Bunnies, especially without Latrell Mitchell. I think Manly book a GF berth. And now, the second prelim, the match of the finals so far in this scenario. And I think the Panthers get revenge, and I think they advance to the grand final over the Melbourne Storm. I think Nathan Cleary continues to go through 2021 without a loss. And I think the Melbourne Storm crumble in the prelim final. Their first year without Cameron Smith. It's been a masterclass of coaching by Bellamy this year. I just think they fail at the hurdle at this time of the year. And they miss Cameron Smith and that massive experience he brings in the final, setting up a GF between Manly and Penrith. And look, people are going to call me biased, people are going to say all that, but this is what I genuinely think, and I do think that Manly will not be able to beat the Penrith Panthers. It takes losing one to win one, and I think the Penrith Panthers go through and not only win the GF in close fashion. I think Nathan Cleary wins the 2021 Premiership for his side. But since I'm here and since we're talking about the GF, I still think Tommy's going to win the Clive Churchill. That is my prediction for the finals. I think the Penrith Panthers beat the Seagulls by around 10 to 12 points in the grand final. Tommy will get Clive Churchill, but Penrith, it takes losing one to win one, and I think they get the job done. The only thing stopping me is that I don't know if Nathan Cleary is going to be able to go the whole of 2021 without a loss, but hey, I still think Penrith are the team to beat. They've got everyone humming at the right time. They have such a good squad, and they're going to be missing even more players next year, so I think this is the time to do it. Guys, let me know what your grand final winner is. Let me know your finals bracket, and make sure you do like this video and subscribe. We've got a huge final series coming up on the channel, including a Rugby League Live 4 finals playthrough.